Cycling is very simple. I mean, cycling is one of the first things that we do when we're a child and we want a little bit more freedom. It doesn't change from that. Like, basically, if you want to start cycling, you just need to get a bike. And there's all levels of bike and fanciness of bike and this and that. So I would say that you would come to somebody who could educate you about what to buy based on what you're going to do. So if you walk into a bike shop, think about how they treat you and take a look at how many questions they ask you. And if they ask you a lot of questions about what you're going to do, chances are you're in the right place. If they give you a 7-second speech and then say, this is the bike for you, you should say thank you very much and leave, because they haven't figured out enough about you in order to let you spend the kind of money you need to spend to buy a bicycle. Because even for an inexpensive bike, it's $1,500 or $2,000, it's not 20 cents. So if I were just about to start cycling, I mean, if you're lucky enough to show up here, then great, we educate you the right way and help you do whatever you need to do. If you have already gone somewhere else, try and go to 5 places. There's plenty of bike shops around. Go to 5 that are local to you. Don't look online. Don't get caught up in all the names. Don't get caught up in all the branding and the marketing and the nonsense and the gearing and the this and the that. Go to 5 bike shops and listen to the person that you believe has tried to educate you the most about what you should do, as opposed to trying to force something on you. Once you get past that, everything else after that is easy. There's plenty of training you can come and do here at Gavia, of course. But if you're someone who's listening to this and is not in our local area, try and find a local group ride. If you go online and you start typing in bike rides, group rides, things like that, you'll find a bunch of them. You'll find a local club. And then you just need to show up one day and figure out what kind of ride it is. If they have different levels of rides that are led by different levels of people, then that's probably the ride for you, because they'll make sure that you get taken care of. They won't drop you on the ride. If you see that it's one ride and they start talking about who's wearing the newest stuff and who's going the fastest, that's probably not the ride for you. And like I said, if you're in our local area, we're happy to help. We teach beginners all the time. That's what we do. More than anything else, I enjoy taking people who don't know anything and letting them find the joys of cycling. I mean, I never left anybody on the road in 10 years. It's just the way I am, because that's what happened with me. I got a bike and I had no clue. I really didn't know how to ride it. I didn't know how to shift the gears. I didn't know how to do anything. So little by little I learned, and I was really lucky that I was teaching indoors, so I recognized some of the principles that I had to follow. But I understand it's scary for people who don't know how to ride, but try not to get caught up in all the stuff. In the end, you just need something that you can pedal. Sure, there's clothing to buy, and that's important, and there's shoes to buy, and that's very important, and you need to buy a helmet, and that's important. But try not to get caught in all of that in the beginning. Don't let that scare you away, because after you buy that, that's done. You don't have to think about it anymore. Then you just have to get out and ride your bike and take your time. Cycling is a lifelong adventure. It's not something that you have a timeline. You don't have to get a bike today and be an expert tomorrow. It's a continuum that, we constantly learn. We constantly get better. We ride with people better than us to get even better. That's something that a new person should do. It's scary because it's maybe new to you, but don't let that make you shy away from getting on the bike. It's probably one of the best decisions you can do.